Magandang hapon, Pilipinas at buong mundo. Naitay Kapuso, pahiram po ng 20 minutes ng inyong hapon. Ako po si Boy and welcome to Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. Sa lahat ng mga kaibigan natin sa Facebook at YouTube, maraming salamat. At sa lahat ng nakikinig po sa DZWB, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, welcome to your program. Kaarawan po ng ating lightman dito sa Fast Talk. Happy birthday, Ace Ramos! Exciting afternoon and one of the most exciting girls in the industry. One of my favorites. Naitay Kapuso, please welcome the beautiful Carla Abellana.
One of my favorites, Tito Boy!
Happy New
Thank you
Year,
for the
Happy New
beautiful
Year.
intro again.
You are one of my favorites.
Wow!
Welcome to the program. Happy New Year. Congratulations.
Yes, Happy New Year. Parang kailan lang po nandito ako.
Correct.
So we are
Oo.
now here again today. It's always a pleasure to be here, syempre.
Yes, we've been here. We wanted to be here like every other 2 months.
Oh, wow! Medyo madalas
Every other month
Dapat lagi
pala.
meron tayong pinopromote po.
Correct.
Yes.
No, but your mere presence is
thank
worth
you.
celebrating. But congratulations.
Thank
and
you, Tito
it was all
Boy.
over that you got married. But let's start
Yes.
here. Nakakatuwa because I was, ano ba ang tamang salita doon? I was stalking you.
At stalking.
First, I saw the hand, diba?
The post.
And the ring, diba?
Yes.
Ganda. And then, there was also time, I think you were abroad, and naglalakad kayo sa isang kalye, and then I saw the back.
Yes.
And then there was also a post na, I think there was a wine glass. And then,
Yes. Ang galing ni Tito Boy. Updated na. Stalker na nga si Tito Boy.
stalker talaga. No, but it was so refreshing. Yun yung aking naramdaman. And who is he? Who is
Okay.
Dr. Reginald Santos?
Dr. Reginald Santos is my husband. Ang sarap pakinggan. Ang sarap po sabihin. But ano po, he's a very private person. Right off the bat talagang non-showbiz, very serious. He's a professional. He's a doctor po. He is currently not full-time practicing, but he's managing. He's running the hospital that that he works at.
He's the
or
chief
he works-
medical
He's
officer.
the chief medical officer. Very funny, very aspirational, can be serious at times and strict, minsan masungit. But pagdating lang naman sa pagiging professional yun as a doctor. But
Like
you
all
know,
of us.
Of course, outside of work, he's a very quirky person, masayahin, very helpful, very calm, and very loving.
I'm sorry, I have to say, like all of us. I mean, we all have quirks, you know.
Yes, we have quirks.
But we'll talk about the private-public
Okay.
thing later. Pero the interesting story about it is, kayong dalawa ay magkaklase sa high school.
Yes.
You were actually boyfriend-girlfriend. I mean, what is the story?
Actually, Tito Boy, ano po siya, 3 batches higher po siya sa akin. So I was in first year and he was in 4th year high school. But we went to the same school, sa Ubi Montessori in Green Hills. So yes, first boyfriend, first love. I was in first year, he was in 4th year. So naging kami po and nagtagal po kami mga more or less 2 years at that time. Nag-break po kami because he actually had to really focus on his studies. Kasi, of course, he was serious about med school. So talagang, in all fairness yun, napaka-brave po niya na kinailangan niya pong pumili between our relationship and med school. So
But you
he
were
chose
young
med.
that time.
Very young.
So how was that conversation?
Sa
Paano ang
akin po,
pag-uusap na yun?
sobrang hirap po nun sa akin kasi I was very young. Of course, hindi naman ako
Umiyak ka, syempre.
Umiyak po ako, syempre, hindi naman po ganun ka-broad yung aking
Yes.
pag-iisip that time. So, a breakup is a breakup. So, syempre, I was hurt po. Pero, of course, looking
Pero
back...
pinaliwanag niya, Carla,
Of
na
course po,
you have
pinaliwanag
to go to
po niya
med school.
na he was having a hard time sa kanyang academic. So, sabi niya, kailangan po niyang mag-focus sa kanyang studies. Na, of course, I understood at that time. But it was still a breakup. So,
Of course.
masakit pa rin po. But yun nga po, in retrospect, of course, ngayon na-realize ko, actually, it was medyo brave nga po eh. Kasi kung yung iba po yan, ipipilit pa po nila yung relationship
Right.
or what. Or baka na-compromise na yung kanyang studies. But hindi naman po, thankfully. So, okay lang man. May reason po yan si God kung bakit. But it wasn't a bad breakup. It's not like galit po kami sa isa't isa or anything. So, maayos naman po. And
Maayos?
we left,
Yeah.
we parted ways in good terms.
That's good. I mean, I totally get that. Masakit, umiyak, pero
Yeah.
Decente na
Decente
naghiwalay.
po, maayos po. Tsaka wala
That's
pong
the
bad blood, walang tampuhan, walang galit sa isa't isa. So maayos po yung aming paghiwalay back then nung high school.
Nakakatuwa eh. Kasi ngayon, in retrospect again, may mga bagay talaga na hindi natin alam, no?
Correct, hindi po natin alam. Tsaka syempre back then, iba pa po yung pag-iisip, di ba? Very young pa po.
Right.
First boyfriend ko po yun, first love and all that. So iba po talaga mentally and all that. So as compared to today.
Dalawang pwedeng mangyari sa ganun eh. Either you're not able to recover, or, di ba, some people just keep. There was a book about a girl na parang she kept on going back to that first love. Pero ang sinasabi mo nga, napakaayos ng paghihiwalay, kinausap ka. Because I wanted to find out, what did you become as a girl because of that breakup?
Wala
diba?
naman po. I was
Wala
actually,
naman.
thankfully it didn't affect me in, mentally or psychologically. Siguro dahil yun nga po, it wasn't volatile or what. We didn't hate each other when we parted ways. Maayos naman po. So hindi naman ako naging bitter or galit or anything.
So, nung
just
mga
because
panahon
of
na
the
hindi na
breakup.
kayo, I mean, you were third year high school, I suppose, when
Yes, mga ganun
you
po,
guys
third year high
naghiwalay
school,
kayo,
correct.
third year high, and then he went to college for
Yes,
pre-med.
for
Oo.
medicine po, pre-med.
FEU din?
He first went to FEU, yes po, in Moraita.
Oo.
And then, ano na
Dito
po siya
na
sa
sa-
medical, yung foundation po, the Nicanor.
Right.
And,
Dito sa
may Fairview po.
Quezon City.
So yun, doon na po niya tinuloy. So all the
Oo.
way na po yun.
Alam mo, even his hospital, parang may affinity na ako kasi kapitbahay ko yung ospital.
Quezon City.
Oo, Quezon City talaga.
Correct. We're very near us.
The years that followed, paano? I mean, you weren't in touch?
No, hindi po.
Wala
It's not
talaga?
like we remained friends or anything. Hindi po kami...
Reunions, halimbawa?
Wala pong reunions. Hindi po kami nagkita or anything. Wala pong kamustahan. Wala pong anything na gano'n.
You didn't talk to each other?
Wala po. Wala
Because you
naman
had common
po.
friends, I would imagine.
We had common friends. Some of his batchmates, of course, friends ko rin po. Even yung brothers niya na younger, sa kanya kilala ko din po. So dahil ang liit-liit lang po yung school namin, maliit lang po yung talaga, yung batch, yung per batch. So we knew we had common friends, pero wala pong ganyang parang keeping in touch, wala pong updating each other, wala pong gano'n.
So, fast forward to...
Yes, to today.
Pinawisan
na nga ako eh.
Hindi nga, yung paano kayo nag-reconnect?
Yes, bali one Christmas, when was that? Siguro mga 2022 or 2023 po na
COVID.
Christmas.
Just after the
Out of
pandemic.
the blue, nag-greet lang po siya through private message po on social media ng Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. So of course, I greeted him back, but it's not like we continued talking na po right away. Siguro it took about a month and a half pa po.
Pero walang reaksyon? Carla, na parang...
Wala naman po. Kasi hindi naman yung parang, why is he reaching out,
Walang
out of
ganon.
the blue? Wala naman pong ganon na ano lang ako na, it's you. Parang ganyan, hello again. Parang ganon na parang it's been so long. So wala naman po. I didn't think of it any other way na.
Okay. So, how did it happen? Paano napunta doon?
So, doon sa private messaging po, so going back and forth, kamustahan. Tapos siguro after a while, we realized we still had each other's numbers. So, same pa din yung mga number from that long na po, no? Same pa din. So, doon na po kami nag-messaging na po kami directly na kasi nakasave pa rin po yung number niya sa akin.
So, when did you
Number
guys
pa lang
realize na meron pa rin?
Parang medyo ilang months pa po. Kasi kasi at that time, honestly, I was very vulnerable. Ano pa po ako may wall po ako, talagang nagtayo ako ng wall. I was very, doubtful of people. Medyo hirap po ako mag-trust sa mga paligid. I didn't welcome, men or suitors or dates or anything back then. So talagang medyo, pa po ako, may guard pa, meron pang wall, meron pang, parang, kung ano man, what you're intending, di ba? Wait lang, yung ganun. So, hindi po siya right away and hindi siya mabilis.
Okay. So, paano na-break yung wall?
Paano na-break yung wall? Siguro po kasi dumating din sa point na we actually saw each other already after over 20 years. Tapos napansin ko and na-realize ko na it's still him, the same person. Wala pong nagbago sa personality
Why
niya.
did you meet?
I remember na nakakatawa po yung pag-meet namin kasi nagdala po siya ng gamot sa akin. Nagdala po siya ng gamot sa akin. Dinalhan niya po ako ng gamot, iron supplements, mga ganyan po. Nakakatawa. Ang dami-dami, ilang months supply pa nga po yun.
Okay.
So, I got sick at one point and he brought me medicine. So, doon po kami nagkita.
He went to your house?
Yes, he came over.
Okay.
So, pinawisan ako, Tito Boy. Makapal yung book natin today. Tapos ano po, parang wala pong dumaan na time. Parang it's the same person. Parang
Okay.
hindi po more than 20 years yung lumipas na panahon. Parang it's as if we're back in high school.
Okay, so the
Very
excitement
comfortable
was
pa rin
there.
po yung-
The excitement started.
Not really the excitement, pero yung comfortability of just being in his presence.
okay.
More of parang hindi po kami nagkita ng sobrang, hindi po kami, parang kahapon lang po kami last
Parang walang
nagkita.
panahon na lumipas.
Parang walang panahon na lumipas po. Parang.
Okay, so what was that conversation like?
He was very serious, very doctor po yung kanyang dating, so very formal.
Okay.
Ako naman po, parang medyo na-awkward ng konting-konti lang po kasi sabi ko, how do I treat him? Do I treat him as if, he's a doctor, a professional, or as a friend? Si Reg siya,
right.
you were together at one point. So parang in between po, nakiramdam lang po muna ako sa yung ganong, how do I behave around him? Pero okay naman po.
So how did you behave?
Very straightforward, very casual, as myself pa rin naman po. Tapos, siya yung very serious, nagtatanong ng question, on a scale of 1 to 10, your pain level, mga ganun po tinatanong ng doktor, which is funny.
Sana sinabi mo,
Pero-
what pain are you talking about?
Yes! Anong pain ba ito? Physical ba ito? Yeah, pero okay
Or
naman, very
emotional ba ito?
casual.
Very
and I was
casual.
very comfortable talaga.
And then
po
what happened
around
next?
him. It took a while kasi he actually, of course, it came to the point na he wanted to ask me out on a date na.
So siya meron na?
Parang
May
meron na rin
balak
po. Meron na rin po siyang balak. But it took a while para po napapayag
I-blurt
niya
out
ako.
niya yung imbitasyon.
Tsaka po yung napapayag niya ako na lalabas po kami on a date. It took months din po bago ako naging ready na lumabas po on a date with him.
Take me to that moment when you finally decided na,
Yes.
okay, ready na ako. Kasi
Opo.
you were coming from,
Correct.
vulnerability.
Oh, yes.
Diba?
Yes po,
So,
very.
take me to that moment when, okay, I'm ready
Yes,
to go.
it took months po. It took a while. Hindi niya po ako napapayag kaagad. Medyo nakailang attempts po yun na. But hindi po siya yung type na namilit na, like, pwede ba next week or what? He wasn't that persistent. Parang sa kanya po, parang depende sa'yo kung kailan ka lang ready. Parang
Ganda.
anytime you're ready. So, hindi po siya namilit. Kumbaga, he let me decide kung kailan po. So, it took a while.
Okay, took a while, but it happened.
But
and
it
then,
happened eventually.
fast forward natin.
Sige po.
When did you know that you were falling for him again?
Siguro siguro definitely more than half a year. Inabot po ng
Okay.
more than 6
Naging
months.
masugid na?
Yes, naging masugid na po. And the way we would talk to each other, yun na po yun. Kumbaga, mas lumuwag po yung loob ko sa kanya. Comfortable, definitely. From the beginning pa lang po, we were comfortable na in each other's presence. Tapos, we had a lot in common. Sobrang dami po naming pinagdaanan.
Commonalities.
Yes, commonalities. Pinagdaanan sa buhay na parang pareho po kami. Very similar.
In the context of relationships?
In the context of relationships
okay.
po, he just got out of a really long-term relationship. They were at some point engaged. Hindi po natuloy yung kanilang pagpapakasal. Ako naman po ganun din po, long-term relationship.
7.5.
Pero hindi po natuloy. Natuloy po, pero nag-fail po ang marriage. So
Okay.
pareho po kaming coming out of long-term relationships and they didn't end so well, yung mga ganun.
And then,
We were both
I
very
suppose
broken.
and then you realized na pareho kayong ang daming pinagdaanan, pero mas seasoned, as opposed to when you were first year and fourth year, di ba?
That's actually what he said nga din po, na the timing couldn't have been perfect because iba tayo noon as compared to today. We're both our best versions of ourselves already.
Ganda.
Na dami na nating lessons natutunan in life, dami na nating pinagdaanan. So, we're both mature already. Yung ganung point in
Ang
life
ganda-ganda ng vows niyo.
Thank you po.
You know,
Maganda po yung
you
vows
talked
namin.
about, the clearest answers to
Yes,
the many
all the-
whys.
yes po.
And then he talked about finding his way home. We want to talk about it. And we want to talk about ano ba ang naganap noong wedding mismo. And of course, we're going to talk about the cake.
Yes, the
Lahat ng yan,
controversial cake.
mag-uusapan nun natin sa pagbabalik ng Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. Kami nagbabalik po dito sa Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. Kasama po natin Carla Abellana. The vows are wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Diba, gusto ko yung sinabi niya na I found my way back home.
Yes, very
And then,
touching po yung
the
part
clearest
niya.
answers to
my
your
painful wife.
painful
So,
wife.
in retrospect, syempre looking back at all the painful chapters in our lives, both of us, our lives.
Yung total embrace
Ngayon,
na talaga
alam
ng
niyo na
past,
po yung
no?
bakit po pinagdaanan, lahat pala yun.
I was saying off-air nga, off-cam, that while painful things are happening, kadalasan hindi natin naiintindihan kung bakit.
Of course po.
And then you just have to be patient talaga in God's good time.
Na masasagot po yun
Tama.
kung bakit.
December 27, you decided to get married in
Yes.
Alfonso. Di ba?
Yes.
So how was that? Umiyak ba si Doc?
Umiyak po siya na hindi po namin ina-expect because he's really not an expressive person. He's not even emotional.
Okay.
Hindi po mababa ang luha nun. So I remember sa barkada ko po, nagbe-bet pa nga po kami kung iiyak siya or hindi. And I was so sure na hindi po siya iiyak. Kasi hindi po siya ganun, hindi po siya iyakin talaga eh. So nagulat kami na yun while walking down the aisle, na hindi niya na po napigilan yung kanyang tears.
Did you talk about it?
Yes,
Anong sabi niya?
Hindi na po niya natiis.
Emosyon.
Siguro combination of yung hindi po siya makapaniwala na, oh my gosh, this is happening. We're
Yes.
getting married. Who would have known? Ano pa yung the bridal march, yung song. Siyempre, nakatulong din po yun sa
Pero ikaw,
kanyang
habang
emotion.
naglalakad, what were you
Ako
thinking?
po, mas more excited than scared or emotional, or I was just really excited to see him. So as soon as the curtains po open, siya po talaga yung una kong tiningnan or hinanap. Una-una, I wanted to make sure I was marrying the right person. Na parang, wait, siya na ba talaga? Yung parang ganun, sisilipin po. And siguro pangalawa, kasi gusto ko makita yung siya. Kasi I was excited for him with his tuxedo, yung mga ganung bagay. So siya po talaga yung hinanap ko right away.
Gusto ko yun.
And I was more oh my gosh, I was more excited. Siya po, parang naging baliktad nga po siya, yung naging emotional.
Ikaw
Ako
ang
po yung
excited.
sobrang excited na.
No, excited pero yung siya ba talaga
Siya
ito?
ba talaga? Tama na ba talaga ngayon?
Okay, let's talk about this really funny the talks about the slab cake.
Yes.
There's another word for it, di ba? You had a number of cakes, right?
We had two. One was round po with strawberries. It was a strawberry cheesecake.
At saka
Ito
doon
po
yung
yung
pang-ginawa,
mas-
di ba? Yung,
yes po,
you
doon
completed
namin
the
siya
cake there,
tinapos.
right?
And then the slab
The
cake
slab
is
cake.
the parang elongated
Right.
flat na isang layer lang po siya. Which is actually uso po kung tutuusin if you look at trends, no, 2026 trends or what, even in the US, yan po yung usong
Somebody got married
design
also
ng-
with slab cakes in the US, di ba?
Madami po,
I saw that.
madami po. So,
Okay.
nauuso po siya ngayon and we like the idea kasi fully edible and we could serve the guests the wedding cake.
Okay, but I like the way you handle that. Oo, yung parang,
We liked it.
We liked
Ang importante, masarap at
And that's
nagustuhan.
Okay.
Yes.
And you were not
Kasi yun naman po yung
pikon.
totoo.
Oo.
Ay, hindi po. Kasi
When
yun naman
you-
po yung totoo. It was,
when you responded to it, parang the most important thing is gusto namin.
Gusto namin, masaya kami dun sa cake. Yeah, and
correct.
everybody got a slice, parang ganun po.
And I thought it was the best way to respond to that kind of
Yes.
joke. Because
Kasi din, in a way, Tito Boy, na-high pa kami from the wedding, so all
Correct.
happy and excited pa. So, pag ganung may masasabi, di ba, opinion or what, criticism, parang it doesn't really affect us.
and it's
because-
territorial.
And
you
it's
know.
territorial.
It happens, it's a public post,
Correct.
people saw it and
Yes.
people like it, people don't, but
Yep.
sabi mo nga, ang importante, gusto namin.
Yes, ang importante, masaya kami. Nagustuhan namin siya.
What are you
Masarap
looking forward to?
Life as a married woman, as a wife. Sabi ko nga po, nagjo-joke ako, so far we're married 2 weeks. So, konti na lang, mabit ko na po yung record ko dati na 7 weeks. Kung dati, nagtagal po 7 weeks lang. Ngayon, 5 more weeks, mabibit ko na po yung sarili kong record.
Are you going to celebrate on the
Yes,
7th?
dapat
ganito,
meron po. By the
7th day
week.
plus 1?
Yes, plus 1 day. Yun na, automatic na beat ko na po yun. So looking forward lang po na at least ngayon ma-experience ko po siya, whether it's the honeymoon stage, whether it's a challenge na dumaan, whatever it is that's part of, getting married, experiencing married life for the first time. Mas dun po ako excited na how it will play out.
Aside from the wedding, what fascinates me at the moment is the healing process.
Oh, yes.
Di ba? Ang ganda.
Opo, maganda. And
Hindi ka
lang po
bumitaw
ako.
din kasi.
Hindi rin, yes.
Oo. Hindi ka bumitaw sa sarili mo, sa paniniwala.
yes.
You held on to that pain, embraced it,
Embraced it,
and
acknowledged
lived.
it. Yes.
Diba? Ang ganda. What about the baby? We talked about it the last time you were here.
Of course, pangarap ko pa rin pong magkaroon ng sarili kong anak. I, of course, dream of having my own family. So
Anong reaction ni Doc doon sa frozen
Ay, okay
egg?
naman po. Supportive siya. In fact, he was there. He supported me. Kulang na lang po, pati sa OR, nandun din po siya. Bilang doktor naman siya, allowed naman po siya. But he was actually there po for me, supporting me. At times, even with the injections, he did the actual injections on me. Yan, siya po yan. So,
Okay.
nakakatuwa na walang nakakaalam, pero siya na po yan. He at one point gave me my daily injection. So, he was there, he was present naman po whenever he could be present. Supportive naman po siya. So, buti na lang din, at least, may doctor na sa life. Kaya, anything health or medically related, ang dali
That's
ko
right.
na pong itanong na lang
And
sa
one of the
kanya.
best things you did, up until the engagement, talagang you kept everything private.
I did po.
Diba?
It was a choice. Kasi honestly, coming from, the very publicized previous relationship na kahit hindi po maganda yung pagtatapos nun, kahit napakasakit po, and as much as he wanted to keep it private,
You came
wala
out
po
better.
talagang, ano po siya, ang layo na
You
po talaga.
Came out better.
Mas gusto ko pong he's a very private person. He doesn't know anything about show business. So I just chose to protect the relationship and protect him. So as much as possible, mas private na lang po talaga ngayon.
We don't have time for fast
Okay.
talk, but I want to go
Okay.
into just a couple of questions.
Sige ba.
Carla, today, is that lights on or lights off?
Lights off.
Happiness or chocolate?
Happiness.
Best time for happiness?
Today.
One word to describe your life today. Ano ito?
Happy.
Oh.
Simple lang, happy.
Carla,
Happy.
maraming salamat
Thank you,
for sharing your story.
Boy.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
part
Fast
of
Talk.
our
Of course,
show.
but thank you for
being
having
part of
me.
Fast Talk.
Thank
Maraming
you.
salamat. Naitay, Kapuso, maraming salamat po. Piliin lagi ang tama, bihuan tama. Goodbye for now, and God bless.